Well, thank you. And let me also say that I'm very grateful to be invited and to have a chance to speak with you. And my name is Joe. I hope that's obvious. Listening to all the great presentations, and let me say that this venue is great, the idea is great. I've learned a lot just by coming here. One thing I've learned is there are lots of great speakers. There's speakers on this podium as well as speakers I heard earlier in the day, very entertaining. So I'm going to try not to blow my 5 minutes here. But in these presentations, there's one word that I'm thinking of. And it's a word that I've heard twice, and I'm going to say it again in a minute. But my hope is, even though I've only heard it twice, that it's just below the surface for all of us, okay? And let me say something about myself so I can kind of ease into my topic here. My education is all in physics and theoretical physics. I did that. I worked in engineering, had positions in engineering, made contributions in several different fields there. I was a professor of applied mathematics for a few years. But the last 21 years I've been on Wall Street. And originally went there to work on the quantitative modeling of the most complicated positions, not just securities, but activities that they have. And I bounced around a lot in that world as well, a lot of different things that I've done. In the last 3 or 4 years, I'm actually, I guess I could say it's my own business. I do freelance consulting. I don't feel like an entrepreneur because it's easy. Okay, consulting is not a hard business to do, but I won't bore you with all of that. I don't feel up to people that we've heard today who really have to raise lots of capital. And also, I've had several different interests over the recent years in the work that I do. I'm obsessed with the banking world and why the banking world doesn't work the way it should, and I'm pursuing that, and most people would find that boring, but I love it. Okay? I also care about people's ability and execution of managing their own personal financial situation. I'm not sure why I care about that. I just do. And that gets me to the word that I want to say. And that word is fun. Okay, I do all these things in my life because they're fun at the time. The work that I do now, I also work with the Lally School in the education that they do of their business students. I do this for fun. I think to be a good entrepreneur, I assume that's the core, has to be the core of your mission. And fun can mean different things to different people, but it's fun to be good at something. It's fun to contribute to the world, to yourself, to your family, the pride that you have in your team and yourself for accomplishing things. That's really what drives you to make your business successful. Okay. So anyway, what's the word? The word is fun. Okay, so if you're not having fun expressed in some way, okay, then I'll just say that's an issue. Okay. But let me get to my message, and that is Wall Street, lots of people, lots of money, make lots of money all over the place. You wouldn't believe how many people just blow that. They have no clue how to manage their own money. And so I'm going to focus on entrepreneurs who have gotten to that stage in their careers where they're successful. They've launched. They're not just breaking even. It's a real viable business. They're profitable, I hope. That's what I'm thinking of. And I'm going to use, and I've actually been involved with that space a little bit, and I'm going to think of 2 colleagues I have, and I don't want to give personal information, so I'm going to generalize this and say, imagine you're a partner with somebody else, and you're great friends, and you're really good at what you do, and you've started your own business, and it's gotten to the point where the value of your business is about $10 million. You and your partner each own 40%. Now, how do I know the business is worth $10 million? Let's not go there, but let's just imagine that there's a good reason you have for believing maybe that's what the VC people tell you. Who knows, okay? You're one of those people. You're worth $4 million. I say you're not. I say forget it. Okay, I say don't count that money. That's monopoly money. It doesn't matter, it's zero. If it's equity in your business and it's there, anyhow tied up, even restricted stock, it's zero. Okay? That's my main message. You'll avoid lots of mistakes. Second, don't borrow against your equity or from your firm. People will try to tell you why that's a good idea. Don't do it. I have plenty of good horror stories. I'm not going to share them now because I don't have time. Last thing I'll say is personal money management is simple. Spend less than you earn. You don't deserve a bigger house because you think you're worth $4 million when that number is really zero. You don't deserve a sports car. Okay, it's zero. And last thing I'll say is I forgot to bring up my prop. I did write a very simple book on personal money management. If anybody would like a copy, please see me later. Thank you.